きゃいけねえことがある。Kisaki を殺す。
Stop right there. What is Saitama doing here? This is Talk Revengers. In a way that the tool looks good in you, I've almost mistaken you for Draken. But this video is for Kisaki Tetta. Respect, even if you're the strongest. And don't just appear because you're not getting a new season. We are all hoping to. Okay, continue. Hate him or love him, there is no denying that Kisaki Tetta was the main reason Tokyo Revengers got this popular. But you'll disagree if you are watching the series because of Draken and Mikey, not for the story.
You can't handle the truth!
It's okay, I'm watching it too, but because of Kifuyu and Mitsuya. Anyway, thanks to Kisaki's badass aura and intelligence, he had the potential to be one of the greatest antagonists of the new generation. If only he wasn't a simp. Or is he really a simp? Well, we'll find out later. Let us discuss first who is Kisaki. Kisaki Tetta is the boss of Mobius, the acting head of Valhalla, the second 3rd Division captain of Toman, and the leader of Yokohama Tenjiku. He is the one responsible for all conflicts of the series, starting from fight of Mobius and Toman known as the Big Showdown, and the Brawl of Valhalla vs Toman known as the Bloody Halloween, or the Battle of Black Dragons against Toman known as the Christmas Conflict, even the War of Tenjiku and Toman known as the Kanto Incident. This also to his character design, his glasses to be exact, that made him look dangerous as other villains with glasses like No One Can Understand Me Ninja or the Loki vibe Shinigami, and the evilest one. Wait, who's that again? Well, never mind. I don't want to claim that Kisaki was one of the smartest anime characters, even if he is, because some will kill me in the comment section. So before you do that, please let me explain why. The fact that the guy had beaten Takemichi a time leaper over and over again, and that he wasn't a time leaper made him more interesting and intelligent. And that didn't convince you well, I also consider Naruto, Asta, and Kazuma as the smartest. But let's get serious here. There was no denying that when it comes to manipulating people, he's at the top. Even the fact that he was no superhuman ability compared to Lelouch or Aizen is just insane. And remember that it is easy to make a villain with a sad story or a villain with pure evil that will be hated. But what difficult is making a villain that you will hate, but you can respect. Don't get me wrong, I don't idolize murderers, I even hate him from the bottom of my soul. But the realization of how well written his character is deserves a huge respect to Wakui Ken, the mangaka of Tokyo Revengers. Respect also to Kisaki for carrying the show, and to you who is watching this, because we have major spoilers coming.
Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
So if you don't want to get spoiled, you can click off now and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you can come back when you read the manga. So to everyone who stayed, join me defend Kisaki for the weebs accusing him of being simp. They have 3 pieces of evidences. First is his motivation. They say that how come Kisaki wants to become the top delinquent just because he heard his rival wants to become one. You're right, Hina was not the only reason why he became a delinquent. Kisaki admired and respected Takemichi as a rival. That sometimes the schemes that he's doing is a way to test Takemichi on how he can manage to fix the problem. But when it's others who would ruin his plan, he gets pissed off and get rid of them immediately. Like how he decided to kill Baji because Baji found out what he was planning. Then he gets pissed off again because instead of killing Baji, Baji killed Baji. How he shot Kaku-chan for stopping their half-Japanese, half-Filipino leader and not Mikey's real brother. Or his reaction when Mikey fired him from Toman. He enjoys when Takemichi interfere, but he gets nervous when Takemichi went too far. The rivalry between them was just outstanding, to the point where Kisaki was willing to play the dark hero role in order to crush his hero's dream. Takemichi never gave up on saving everyone, but at the same time, Kisaki never gave up on becoming Japan's #1 delinquent. Think how many times Takemichi failed and lived back in the past to fix it again and again and again. If Kisaki didn't die, the series will definitely be as long as One Piece. Because even if he got found out, he still think he can create his own Toman. Especially with Hanma. Let's appreciate the bond between Hanma and Kisaki. It might be weird that Kisaki think of Hanma as a pawn. Hanma never betrayed Kisaki, no matter the circumstances. He's always there at Kisaki's side. He even cried at Kisaki's death. And after that, he never joined any other gangs. What a guy, and we all need a friend like him. But I'm curious about the story of the clown in Shinigami. It might be connected to the Bonten arc, but I think it was just a way to not let the mystery vibe of the series vanish. But I'm not sure if Hanno will appear again in the Bonten arc or not. But there is something that I'm sure of. Kisaki was too genius as a villain. It all started way back when they were all still elementary students. The time when Takemichi saved a girl, which was Hinata Kibana, from 3 middle schoolers who are bullying her, while all Kisaki do is blame Hina for being in that situation. And at that moment, it is clear that Takemichi not just stole Hina's heart, but Kisaki's too. But not in a gay way. So the guy tailed Takemichi and heard him saying that he wants to become a delinquent type of hero. And in that exact lame dream, started the series known as Tokyo Revengers. They said, then what about killing Hina just because he got rejected? Yes, his motivation might be lame, but it makes sense because Hina wouldn't die every time if he wasn't obsessed with her. Which created a reason for Takemichi's battle with Kisaki to be personal and not just some boring power of friendship plot. Yes, power of friendship might be strong, but not as strong as family.
Impossible.
The fact that he killed his crush because of rejection made me realize that some people really couldn't handle rejections, because it doesn't mean that if your intellectual level is higher, your emotional level will be too. Imagine 10 years, in the past 10 years, you've worked hard to be the man your crush will be proud of, but it all became meaningless when you heard the word, I'm sorry, don't sing, 'cause we'll have a copyright claim. And our monetization will be gone. Monetization will be gone. That is when he finally realized that Hina will never look at him the way she looked at Takemichi. So he decided to kill her. But can't really blame Hina if Kisaki just popped up after 10 years and brag about him being Japan's #1 delinquent, then proposed to her and being in a relationship. What a moron. What pisses me more is the fact that he was so intelligent that can even differentiate a girl who likes him or just being friendly with him. Come on, don't be as dense as I am protagonist.
なーいカンザスさん見なかったか
あんたあっち行きなさいよ。そうですわ。通報しますわよ。
You're better than that. Last evidence is this picture. Yeah, he is a simp. But at least he carried the show by how he manipulated everyone, starting from Osanai by promising to make his gang stronger, then Pa by advising to not let Osanai be alive. Then when Pa gets arrested, he convinced Pe that it was Draken's fault, then provoking Kiyomasa that in order for him to get back at Draken, he need to stab him, or letting Kasutora be part of Valhalla, so that he can get revenge on Mikey. Even giving Yuzua a knife to stab his brother, or joining forces with Izana to help him defeat Toman. But that doesn't stop in the past. He manipulated Draken to get revenge to the person who killed Emma, or become the top delinquent with the help of Mikey. And he even manipulated Takemichi once, by ordering Akon to kill someone without knowing that it's Hina. Well, no matter how much I praised Kisaki, he died. We cannot change what happened and make the dead alive, right? Right? And life is unfair at Kisaki. Imagine Kisaki as the final boss of the game, and you, the one who's playing, is Takemichi. Then after you failed 100 times because the boss is too strong, you finally won. But if you realize that you've only won because you can repeat it as much as you want, but if the boss loses, he can't. Enough overthinking. At least he got Isekai thanks to Trakun. We can finally have a second season of Saga of Tetta the Evil. And that's it. I'm Kohai, a man of culture, and a mangaka wannabe. Matane, and stay cultured. Wait. I finally remember who is the evilest anime character with glasses. So be ready. Introducing
Oni-chan.